If a truck driver shits in the woods and no one's there to see it, did he shit and shit? I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like, this place, it popped up on freecampsites.net. It's a little, it's about 20 minutes off of I-81 down a really sketchy gravel road and shit. And, it was a little intimidating coming here with this little Prius. At first I turned down a road that I had no business. It said road closed, and it was closed because nature said fuck this road. And now I'm here at what I believe is called Troutman Nature Trail, or some Troutman Creek Nature Trail. I don't know. I'm gonna go down and take a look because there's this gorge and I hear like a waterfall or something going. Since I'm here, I might as well explore it a little bit in case I might want to come camp here again. As far as camping here, it was a little bit intimidating. I mean, it's my first real away from, like, I didn't have cell signal most of the night. It was spotty, like it would cut in and cut out. But, it was a little rough. And then at midnight, like, I had just gone to bed, I stealthed up, put the curtain up, cut out the lights, but I left the car running at the moment. And then at like midnight, I see flashlights like shining through the front of the car and along the side of the car, and literally like 3 feet away from me, like they just, like my car was in their path and they walked around me, were two motherfuckers with flashlights at midnight. I mean, I'm not all, I like hiking, but I don't like hiking at midnight. But they disappeared down the trail. They didn't fuck with me or anything. Not another car all night. I didn't see a single car the whole fucking night. That's where I spent the night, this little area here. You could tent, it looks like people had fires here at some point. It was definitely a little bit scary at first, but then once I got to sleep and I woke up this morning at the crack of dawn on day 4 of my fast, I did have, it's been pretty much fat fasting most of the time. There was only really a full day of water fasting, 24 hours between fast, but it was it's been an okay fast so far. So I'm going to start out here, and then I'm going to get back out to the highway. I'm going to stop and restock my coffee because I drank that all up. And then make sure I got any last minute things. My bug solution's going to be this hoodie, because I can just put this on, assuming it's not super hot, but generally at that time of the day it's not super hot. It's a dry fit anyway, so it'll breathe a bit. And you know, of course, if I spray myself, that'll help as well. So basically, yeah, this is car camping shit is fucking great. I'll just waking up to this and nobody around, and just the sounds of nature, the sunrise. This, you know, I don't catch too many sunrises because I'm a creature of night. Little froggy and shit. Wildlife and nature, yeah. It says no fires, but I'm thinking A, nobody gives a shit, and B, nobody gives a shit. PBR, that's some world-class beer and shit. This is why I like doing this shit. You know, I never would have seen this if I wouldn't have gone exploring and had the balls to stay the night in the middle of the woods. Now I got another spot. You know, I could come back here again and probably camp out again, and maybe even have one of them fires that everybody seems to have here. Pretty fucking beautiful here. And remote. And I'm not even in the Adirondacks yet. Look at that fire pit. It looks like a crossing. I don't want to get too deep into this because I do need to still get to the Adirondacks today and do that hike. But who knew? Who knew this was, you know, this ain't that far from home. It's maybe an hour. I want to keep going, but like twice right in this area. Rocks have fallen down. And I don't think I need to be there if that happens again, so I'm gonna go back and maybe try and cross somewhere. It was a little precarious, but I managed to make it across. Hopefully the water doesn't rise. How long do we have before that fucking tree comes down and joins its brethren on the fucking ground here? This is, I gotta say, this little excursion has been fucking amazing. There's posted signs all over this area of the woods here, so I can't go there. But, wow. So, I guess the important thing to realize is sometimes you got to step outside of your comfort zone and do something that you otherwise might not. It's more shit falling. It's like I'm talking. It's pissing off nature. As long as that fucking tree doesn't fall. But you know, even now I'm outside my comfort zone. You know, I'm here by myself. Any number of things could go wrong during that, and it's a risk. You know, and you can really think about that in just about every aspect, even nutrition. Risk versus reward. This is a very rewarding yet slightly dangerous thing to do. If we never did anything dangerous, we never would have gotten where we are as a species. And, you know, is this a good reward? Yeah. And it didn't cost me anything. I literally shut the car off at 11 p.m. last night and didn't start it up till I woke up this morning. So I didn't spend any money in gas. It was free camping via freecamping.net. I'm not sponsored or anything. I just wanted to try them out because they got sites all over that people report on that they park and successfully camp at and tent at and do all of that shit. And I just wanted to kind of see where it led me, and it led me here. So thumbs up to freecamping.net. Now keep in mind that, you know, most of those sites might be a little sketchy, because it's basically just people, they stop and squat somewhere and give it a rating and say that they got permission or whatnot. I didn't see any indicator that I had permission to be here, but at the same time, nobody told me to fuck off either, which isn't the same as permission. Not being told to fuck off does not equal permission usually, but it is what it is. But had I not done that, had I not taken my Prius down that sketchy ass road coming in, I wouldn't be standing right here enjoying a very beautiful area that I didn't even know fucking existed. It shows up as a nature trail on the map. It doesn't say anything about a gorge or waterfalls or a creek bed or, you know, and it is, you know, there's not a bunch of motherfuckers here taking selfies except for me with this camera, but you know what I'm saying. You know how when you go to a lot of really beautiful places, it's filled with assholes doing their selfies with their cell phones, and that kind of distracts you from it. You don't really get to enjoy it as much as when you're out here by yourself and you can just kind of chill and do what the fuck you want to do. And stepping outside your comfort zone allows that to happen. So time to press on. I gotta head back. I gotta get on the road and get into the Adirondacks, and I will return to this place when I can devote maybe another overnight stay and some more exploration to it. This is sketchy as fuck for a Prius. Almost four-wheeling. Let's go to the Adirondacks, he says. It'll be fun, he says. Honestly, I've got some serious fucking adrenaline going right now. Road gets a little sketchier the closer you get to the Gleesman's Falls hike. Or the trailhead, anyway. I've had to stop a few times and clear obstacles so that my low-profile fucking Prius could navigate this shit. Hopefully I can get all the way there. Sketchy-ass fucking roads and shit. My little fucking Prius barely made that. Barely. It's like four-wheeling in a car that could get stuck in a small pile of dirt. But made it. Hopefully it doesn't rain, because if that shit gets muddy, I'm stuck. So now I'm about to embark on this 6-mile hike, bringing enough gear for if I need to overnight I can, but if I don't, I won't. But it's good practice to carry it and to make sure I have all the shit I need for when I decide to do overnights and figure out what's weighing me down, what isn't, what I really need, what I don't really need. But between the camera gear and the sleeping solution, it's going to be a little rough. I got a couple lighters in case I need to make fire. I got the water thing. Not bring anything in the way of food, because I'm still pretty early in my fast, and I don't anticipate, even if something does happen, being that long, because I can just walk my ass to the next town over the course of a day. But we'll see what happens. I got GPS going, phone's fully charged. Just gotta be careful out there. So let's get to this shit. I'm already not seeing trail markers, like no paint or nothing. It's just, and the grass was almost overgrown. Yeah, good thing I got GPS and shit. Looks like the trail continues this way. I hear screaming kids and shit. Ah, there's the trail, nothing to worry about. And here I was, hoping that the middle of this fucking woods would be a place where no one would scribble or carve their name into shit. Thinking that fucking water is not drinkable. What the hell is in there? And shit. Well, at least I know there's a campsite here. It's pretty awesome. I mean, they even left a grill. They left like a grill and a pot and everything you'd need to spend the night here, if you brought food anyway, which I didn't. It's pretty awesome. I'm gonna have to take a rest here after I see the waterfall. This is what I came for, this kind of shit. I mean, the woods are nice, peaceful, but I like gorges and rocks and waterfalls and all kinds of shit. So the topic of today's adventure, which is mostly an adventure, is about fear. You see, I believe that the media and news and society in general and social media have all heightened our fear of doing shit. You know, I can't tell you how many warnings I got doing this. You're gonna die, you shouldn't do it fasted, you're gonna, you know, regret this, I hope you don't die. Aren't you scared of bears? What if somebody murders you? You know, all of this shit that people have told me. First of all, I'm the only one here. I passed the 2 other cars worth of people that were parked at the trailhead on my way in. And so unless someone came in behind me, I'm the only motherfucker here. And probably no one's coming out this late. So the only thing I have to fear is an act of nature, you know, or a catastrophe where I fall and smack my head, or, you know, which could happen anywhere, really. You know, you could get in a car accident in a city. You could be walking down some stairs and trip and fall over your fucking feet and bounce off your face and die. You know, I mean, the danger here really isn't that much different than the danger anywhere else. It's just that if something happens, there's nobody here to do anything about it. I have a little bit of self-aid and buddy care training from my time in the military, and, you know, I know generally what needs to be done. And could it go bad? Yes. Could there be an accident? Yes. Is it likely that there's going to be an accident? No. Is it likely that somebody's going to murder me? No. Is it likely that someone's going to rob my shit while I'm out here? Maybe. I had more than one person tell me that they envied what I'm doing, but they're too afraid to do it. And it's, you know, the fear starts to fade away after a while of being out here, and you realize nothing's bad's happening to you. You know, not to say that shit that sucks can't happen. I know it can. It's happened to me in the past. But I'm definitely digging this. And I'm so glad that I overcame any anxiety or fear, that very little anxiety or fear that I may have had about this trip. The road was definitely sketchy. In fact, the drive in was more adrenaline pounding, anxiety inducing than this, because I was worried that the car was going to get stuck. This, I just know I brought camping gear with me. If I get tired, I can just take a nap. So there's that. So I hope you enjoy day 4 of my wilderness fast adventure. And would I recommend this? The fasting part, that's up to you. That could be risks involved. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a fucking expert. I'm just a fucking asshole. I would say advise you not to. You know, don't do as I do. You know, this is my own chances I'm taking. I'm taking a risk by fasting and hiking and being out here with no cell signal by myself in the wilderness, doing what the fuck I love to do. But if you're gonna do this, I enjoy it. It's but if you're going to do it anyway, just be careful. Take the proper precautions. Bring plenty of supplies, and get out there and see what the world has to offer you that you're not going to see on your phone. And it's been kind of relieving not to be able to stare, other than looking at my phone for navigation purposes. I'm not really staring at my phone. I'm taking pictures. I got, my camera with me. You've been seeing those pictures. And that's it. That's all I'm doing out here. And enjoying the sounds and sights of nature. So, if you found this video enlightening, informative, or entertaining in any way, please visit ScottTheTruckDriver.com and leave a tip in that virtual fucking tip jar. And I'll make more videos, and I'll continue to work hard on YouTube. I've been shooting a lot of videos this week. I've got a lot of editing to do. I spent 3 hours last night organizing video clips for editing, and I'll have to do that again a couple more times before the trip's over with. So please like and subscribe and ring the fucking bell, and I'll make more shit. All kinds of shit. So let's see how day 5 of the fast goes, or how the rest of my hike out of here goes. Don't look down and shit. So that about concludes the first half of the hike, because it's an in and out. I did notice that there's a trail that continues further out, but I think this is Bleasman's Falls. Not super impressive, but it is what it is. Now this was about 6 miles, and now I gotta turn around and hike 6 miles back for 12 miles total, plus the 1.5 miles I did this morning. Pro tip: hoodie equals bug protector. I'm almost back to the car. So this was quite a workout, I gotta admit. I'm hurting a bit. Everything's gotten heavier, my legs are hurting, my feet are hurting. I'm not hungry, but I've been struggling to stay hydrated. I still got another liter of water, so it's not like I was going to run out or anything. But yeah, I definitely, hopefully the next hike will go a little bit easier. It's kind of the object of this, is to get in shape for more advanced hikes. This is an easier hike. There's mountain peaks and shit to be done, but I gotta crawl before I walk, so I want to do quite a few more of these easier hikes before I make with the harder shit and shit. Always sign in and sign out. You never know when they're gonna have to look for your body in the woods and shit. I made it back to the car. There. Total mileage 8.5 miles. What time is it? Started at noon. Started at noon, it's now 5 o'clock, so 8.5 miles in 5 hours or so. not too bad. I feel good now that I'm done. You know, I was all ate up. I was like all adventurous and shit walking out there, and then I had to walk back. And you know, the walking back just seemed way more difficult than the trip out. So I'm gonna spend the night here, unless I get a knock on the window, and then navigate that 3-mile treacherous 1-lane road and hope I don't run into traffic going the other way. And then tomorrow, taking it easy. I'm not doing a major hike. I'm just kind of cruising around, looking for places to park. Gonna stop at Old Forge. I think I went there once when I was a kid, but I don't remember it. I'm gonna see what it's all about, what they got, and I'll decide whether or not I'm gonna break my fast. That'll be day 5. That'll be the first evaluation break day, and then go from there. So just goes to show I didn't die on my first hike. Only got another hike, Old Forge, and then the final finale, which is part hike, part more touristy thing. So not a super ambitious Adirondack trip. Not the 42 peaks or 24 peak or whatever, how many fucking peaks the hiking record is. Someday I might claim that, but I gotta get better at this shit first. You know, being wrecked at the end of 8.5 miles isn't quite enough to hike like advanced mountain hikes that are like 100% incline, and you know, the whole way, and then decline all the way back down on the way back, which is just as bad because you're slipping and sliding. But I'm gonna rest up, upload my pictures to the laptop, and maybe edit some video and go to bed. And that'll be my day. Thanks for joining me on this little adventure, and have a nice motherfucking day. Oh man, that was a day. It was a good day though. I enjoyed it. What are you waiting for? I don't have anything else to say. I'm surprised I'm still functional. And shit.